Hello, welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Colin, and today I'm watching Genshin Impact as a playable anime. Sounds like fun. This is, of course, from MaxOr, and yeah, I'm not too well versed in the anime genre. I was watching Demon Slayer for a few episodes, but I guess there were some copyright issues there, so I got to find a new anime show to watch. So, I assume if you're watching this video, you're probably a fan of anime. So I don't know, drop in the comments any animes that you would recommend. I have seen Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan. I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head. I think there was maybe one or two more there, but yeah, let me know if there's any good anime shows you'd recommend there. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, let's see what this might be. I'm also not much of a video game player either. If you've watched a few of my videos, you probably know that by now. I've said it a few times. I'll probably stop saying it eventually, soon. But yeah. Looking forward to seeing what exactly this type of game might be. Certainly sounds like fun. If it's a playable anime, I'm sure there's all kinds of wacky and crazy stuff that might come along with this. So, without further ado, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, let's bring up the share screen and get going.
This video is a cry for help. Genshin Impact is a playable anime, and that's pretty good since my videos are attempts to make watchable anime. I can't believe it, guys. They made a sequel to Stockholm Syndrome. Welcome to the world of Tavant. You may have heard of it.
A sequel to Stockholm Syndrome? Is that another video game, or is he just making a joke there? Someone let me know. What is Stockholm Syndrome? I mean, I know what Stockholm Syndrome is, but is it a video game? I think I'll be more specific with my questioning.
From all the free advertising that I'm doing, a beautiful post-apocalyptic nightmare world featuring a giant tree. Sorry, that's the wrong game. On our journey throughout the 7 nations, we will meet the world's most colorful cast of children, entrusted and empowered by the gods to wield elemental energy as dangerously as possible. I'm just a big fan of the characters in this game. There is no reason in particular. Assemble your team of heroic psychopaths and begin blasting, boating, cooking your enemies alive, visiting Baby's first casino, and with enough time, it will become Baby's last casino. But most importantly, have fun, because the game will try to stop you. I can assure you that the visual novels are exactly what Da Wei intended. So join me as I navigate one of the most beautiful, fantastical, and expensive game worlds ever made, one agonizing country at a time. This is it, guys. This is what $900 million can buy you. Are you having fun yet? Look, all I'm trying to say is, this is a weird episode of Ava.
$900 million? That... I'm assuming that's an exaggeration, or, like, there's no way that a gaming company would spend $900 million for one game, would they? I have no idea. That's how little I know of the gaming industry. They did say it was the most expensive one made so far, ever made, right? Is that what he said? $900 million? I mean, have they spent near that much? I mean, they spent nearly a billion. No, they spent $500 million on the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Fate, Rings of Fire. I don't even remember. It was an okay show. Anyhow, let's keep going.
Your pain floats into the sky. Read the royal ride. Scarlet moment for the moment. The game has just begun. Turn me upside down. Can you hear the darkness calling?
Wow, I haven't been here in 2 years. Welcome back to Mondstadt. And yes, the game still displays your IP address, just in case you're a little bit too critical. This place is where the player learns how to fight, learns how to kill.
Displays your IP address? Is that? Huh. And is this you said he played this before, so is this a sequel to another game? I'm so lost.
innocent animals, learns that they are bisexual as soon as they see Kaya. So I think it's a great opportunity to teach the basics, and nothing else. The environment here looks like it shares a polygon. I think a good place to start is with our team. The Fulganassaria. Official. Every crew got the schizophrenic, personality disorder, mentally and physically deranged, wife material. I'm serious about that. There's a quest where you enter her mind and she fights her tulpa. End user license agreement. Literally the only physical DPS. Possibly racist. Has the biggest slappy in Tevat. Sangan Cock, and Rosaria, who is dressed promiscuously, so we need to cover her up in appropriate garments. God, I wish nuns were real. With our team assembled, we are now able to do nothing because I haven't explained the game. Genshin Impact is a based character RPG where each character wields one of the 7 elements, all of them interacting completely nonsensically. Water buffs fire, ice freezes water, plants buff electricity, a fucking gas leak. Dendra requires 9 tabs of Khan Academy. My team is based on not playing the game as much as possible. There is genuinely no cooldown to freeze. By the way, what I'm showing you now is considered tame. The game is actually supposed to look sub-mentally deranged. The numbers are helping me to understand what's happening. Of course, some characters are bad, and others are very bad, but many are absolutely game-changing. There are characters that straight up allow me to fly, at least through regular means. This one fights with a pogo stick.
Okay, but no, what actually are all those numbers that are like... Hang on.
Allow me to fly, at least through
Try to pause
regular
it just
means.
right.
This one fights with a pogo stick.
Anyway, you're seeing the numbers I'm seeing. Like, what is that? Why? That is kind of... that does obscure the view a bit. What is that for? Maybe he mentioned it before and I just, like, went over my head. Or maybe he'll explain later in the video. If not, you know what to do in the comments. Anyway, let's keep going.
And this one doesn't fight at all. My Cox crit rate is -87. The game also allows us to choose from a lot of weapons. I think I have a few copies, each one with their own properties and substats. Sometimes too many substats. Like, goddamn, I'm fighting with a Wikipedia page. We've got bows, spears, paddles, big fish, sentient umbrella, child's bomb instructions. I hope you can see why there's a lot of variation. And also theory crafting. A lot of Chinese theory crafting.
Like, are those points, like, that you're getting, or the, like, health points that the your opponent's losing? What is that? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like health points, or just you gaining points from doing damage to someone else. I know some stuff about gaming. Sometimes that happens, right? I'm sorry, everyone.
They take this game very seriously, like right outside of a KFC seriously. And if you're wondering about the gambling, well, hell, we'll get to it later. I have a lot to say about it. But for now, welcome to the land of the Anemo god, who is a twink that gets kicked in the balls. This guy's really jamming out. No chat, I'm not going to do that yoinky splinky. Oh my god, he just doesn't give a fuck. So what if I just oh no, he can't be stopped. Well, I guess if he can't beat him. Mondstadt is a depopulated anarchist state where there are no taxes, no police, and half the country is controlled by wolves. Wolves that you never actually see, unless you want to count Razor. I mean, there's the giant wolf, but he's kind of special. What the dog doing? As a result of this, nobody in Mondstadt has any money. Except for the church, of course. The city is undergoing a crippling wine epidemic. Look, I just think it's a serious funding issue when the cavalry captain doesn't have a horse. Therefore, most of your time is going to be spent cleaning up their mess. Their singular mess. Because there is only one enemy in Mondstadt. Yes, from the beautiful ruins of old to the peaks of Dragonspine, 90% of the enemies you encounter are Hilichurls, a sentient race capable of empathy and complex thoughts. Which is why they must be destroyed. Literally take a random location in Mondstadt. You are 10 seconds away from a Hilichurl. Why is that one unbirthing itself? Really cool that the only organization...
I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about the design of those guys. Yeah. I've mentioned in other videos, I don't know if any of the videos I've seen of MaxOr's stuff, but I'm a Star Trek fan. And if any of you have seen the season 1 episode of The Next Generation, I forget what it's called, but there's basically an alien race that look very human, but they are of a particular, ethnicity. They look like very stereotypical, like a racist depiction of like Africans or Moorish, like Africans and stuff. It's a terrible. It's one of the worst episodes of television ever. And These guys are giving me some of those vibes. Not to say like the overall game, but just the design of those characters. It's a little, and what they're doing, man. Like that's. Anyhow, let's keep going.
Complex thoughts, which is why they must be destroyed. Literally take a random location in Mondstadt. You are 10 seconds away from a Hilichurl. Why is that one unbirthing itself? Really cool that the only organization in Mondstadt is dedicated to race war. They even have their own language, which I'm being quizzed on. Honestly, I'm a bit of a yay data man myself. Really feeling that moohoo yay today. Don't say Nini Zito, it's basically a slur. They didn't like that. Look, what I'm trying to say is this place has problems, but ultimately they are cool problems. Mondstadt may not be that varied, well designed, or even have a story that I can't summarize in one sentence. The dragon was mean, and then he was nice. Sun Tzu. But ultimately, this is just the beginning of a long, long journey. This game is planned out 7 years in advance. So as far as the basics go, there is no better teacher than Mondstadt. But pretty much just the basics. I don't think I'm staying for the boss fights. What is happening? What the fuck am I seeing?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay, can you stop playing for a sec?
No.
I need to go to my teapot!
For the next stop on our War Crimes tour of the Balkans, we're heading to the Funny Nation. Post about this nation to instantly gain Reddit karma. And for that, we're going to need to climb as high as we can so we can deduce the direction. So we're going to this location on the map. If only there was a better way to view the world. Make sure to land on the elevator. Next, we're going to shit. We're going to 1 second. We're going to ascend to space.
What? What is happening?
Why does that work like that? Oh my god, the planet's receding. I am alone in this hell on Earth. I think I'm gonna be here for a little bit. You know, it's real bad when the moon is physically below you. Hang on, guys, it's getting kind of dark, so I'm just gonna change the time real quick. Yeah, the game lets you do that. Well,
Did I miss something? Is that a glitch? Why the hell is he flying up into space?
folks, it was nice knowing you all. Never mind.
Nice. I guess no damage from falling from the sky.
Hey guys, MaxOr here, and welcome to China. It's just China.
Hang on a second.
Hey guys, MaxOr here.
I said MaxOr. I've been saying MaxOr this whole time. MaxOr. Have I said that previously? I don't even remember how I've said it in other videos. I took like a week and a half off. I started a new job, so I was like out training and whatnot. So it's been a minute since I've done one of these videos, and I don't remember how I've been pronouncing it before, but I sincerely apologize for my ignorance. At least in this video. I don't remember how I was saying it before. MaxOr. MaxOr. All right. That's how he said it, right?
Hey guys, MaxOr here, and
MaxOr. Yep, MaxOr. MaxOr. That's all I'll be saying from now on. Let's keep going.
welcome to China. It's just China. I really hope I didn't just tank my social credit. In our previous of adventures, we explored Mondstadt to learn the basic mechanics, and also race relations. So for leeway, we're going to learn that we've been playing the game wrong. But before I can get to that, I need to explain my team. I call it the hot shower by force. Lord knows we need it. Xi Jinping. Yes, this is a man. I know it's hard to tell. He is also ridiculously broken on account of his ability to make enemies wet. Interpret that information however you want. Hu Tao is the owner of a funeral parlor, and she could use a bit of new business. She is also the winner of the most terrifying Sims award. Like, the thread just doesn't end. He's still writing them. Most reasonable Hu Tao made. Yalan is a character that I play for the personality. She is also one of the most overpowered units in the game because she's a second Xingqiu. I don't even care that she's a federal psyop. I can fix her. And Toma, who is fucking spelled wrong. Just don't build Toma. With our team assembled, we're now able to trivialize the combat because this team is ridiculous. Fortunately, Genshin is not just a game about combat. It's a game about gambling. You see, Genshin Impact is what we call a gacha game because it has got me in its grasp, which means that the primary game mechanic is chance. Every character is chance. Every weapon is chance. Every piece of every build is fucking chance. Do you know what it's like to have a mathematically impossible goblet? Goddamn elating. Hey, so I see you're trying to level.
I was a little worried that by gambling there was going to be like in-game purchases that you like have to keep doing to play the game. That's a little bit better. I like that more of like a surprise bag kind of gambling. So yeah, I'm glad we got that explanation, but that's fun. I like that. That's a fun element.
Level up your crit rate. Well, that's a weird way to spell defense. Fortunately, we can predict the outcomes of our character rolls using some Eastern philosophies, and the answer is 105 on average. But don't worry, you've got a lot of time. I guess we're gonna wait a day. Because only a few 5 stars are actually available, and sometimes they aren't available. For 483 days, she is in prison for racism.
But what are they going to do? Lock me up?
So naturally, we need to feed our gambling addiction at any cost. And there's a few ways to do that. You could explore more, go on fantastic adventures, or find amazing treasures. If you want to stay poor, no. You see, the real money is made in the daily quests, which are a series of useful and normal missions, such as talking to people, murdering those people, talking to the hillagers, very nicely, finding the weasel. Where do you go?
Weasel?
Jumping on mushrooms. Who the fuck commissioned me to do this? We also have the power to send various characters on 20-hour expeditions directly to the coal mines. Look, guys, I really need these 2,000 upgrade materials. It's just best you don't think about it too hard.
Greetings, traveler. I'm Astra Abyssal.
Okay.
What can I do for you today?
Yeah, I'd like to send a child to the coal mines.
What?
Put her in for 20 hours.
But traveler, she's going to die.
The lithium is not going to mine itself, Catherine.
But traveler.
Do not question me, Catherine, or I'll have you stabbed in a future quest.
Now, was that actual dialogue from the game, or did MaxOr have like a friend record that? I really hope that's a real interaction that you can have in game. That'd be hilarious.
Leeway is an authoritarian, militaristic oligarchy controlled by a committee of really hot lesbians. I believe in Ganyu supremacy. This nation is the land of contracts, and by entering, you have made the contract to not criticize the state. Consequently, Leeway is also where all money is printed on the planet. So, I guess Mondstadt's economy is powered by hopes and dreams. And also, the card game. Look, Timmy, I know your dad's dead and all, but do you want to play Gwent? A minor side effect of this is that Leeway is in the midst of a violent crime epidemic. As in, the majority of enemies in Leeway are human, and even worse, they're poor. So poor, in fact, that they're forced to fight you with Molotov cocktails and farming equipment. What is your plan, my guy? The masculine urge to dig a hole. By the way, we're the good guys. Speaking of digging holes, I should probably address this. It's a little difficult to ignore. You see, there are many beautiful places to see in Leeway, such as Night City, the fucking rice fields, the most annoying place to navigate on the earth. Like, please stop giving me commissions here. And then we have the Chasm, which is a secret underground labyrinth containing all of the game's eldritch horrors. And yes, this is just the entrance to the chasm. Yeah, there's no sound effect for that. If you die down here, no one will hear your screams. As soon as you think you're done exploring, it just keeps going down. The devs had to add moon shoes to the game so I could keep playing it. Now that we're trapped down here, we only have 2 options remaining. We need to mine and we need to craft. The second part will come later. Okay, so now it's later. Unfortunately, I cannot craft a sense of humor. Look, what I'm trying to say is Leeway is a very diverse place.
I wouldn't say that. Don't be hard on
Diverse than
yourself, MaxOr.
Cultural field number 6. But most importantly, Leeway is a land of questions. What secrets lie in this mysterious land? What adventures are still to be had? Am I gay now? It's almost enough to make you forget the nightmare pit. And look, Leeway might have a few issues with organized crime, sea monster attacks. It happens twice. And the landscape always trying to kill me. But hey, at least the story's up. It's okay. Can anyone here tell me why like there's like a giant bird next to me? It's weird. Oh fuck, where am I? Diagon Alley.
What's up, gang? It's me, Artakito. What?
What was that noise? What?
Okay guys, listen, we need to reach Japan. Don't worry, I have a plan to bypass immigration. We are going to walk there. Yes, that's right, we're going to travel underneath the ocean. So apparently I just have to, That actually worked. Okay, I think I've, made a mistake. It's time to descend into the abyssal zone. Just to watch out for the void. What do I do about this? So I think I've been walking for 20 minutes. I don't.
Can you walk off the edge, or does it just like, is it like walking into a wall? That's what I want to find out. I want to see. I want to see what happens if you fall into the abyss. Probably nothing.
Like this anymore. Okay, we're pretty close now, so I don't think we're close enough. Please no, please no, please no. How am I drowning there? What is up, my ladies and gentlethems? Welcome to the land of Inazuma, a home to nobody,
Ladies
because
and
no one is probably
gentlethems,
housed
I
in
like
Inazuma. Previously, Mondstadt taught us how to play, and Lee Wade taught us how to simp. Well, the land of lightning is here to teach us that we have not felt true pain yet. But first, let's go over our team, which I will be calling the, Yandere Benzos. Yai Miko, Mommy, sorry, Sigma female, kidnapped a man and force feminized him. God, I wish that was me.
Traveler, I'm making a call-out post to my twitter.com.
What the fuck are you saying?
I'm gonna piss on the fucking moon.
Bruce. You can literally name him Bruce. That is actually how it appears in game. In fact, we could name him all kinds of things, such as Baby Girl, Dr. Ligma, Wabushidashanguo, Ballfart, Testicles. What is that? And last but not least, Hatsune Miku. This is literally just Miku. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. And Bennett, who is the single most overpowered unit in the game. Like, Genshin doesn't have power creep because of Bennett. Send this bitch to the coal mines and have his testicles exploded. Now, my previous teams, they were kind of nice. But this time, I'm not playing nice. I'm playing for funny numbers. Every single member is optimized beyond the boundaries of reason. I rolled 6 copies of Hatsune Miku, and now I can kill Tortellini in 2 attacks. It cost $50. Also, Bruce can fly, like actual flight. It breaks like half the game's AI when you do it. They're just very confused. My entire team is him shooting down at the peasants like an attack helicopter. Just don't ask me how long I farmed for this. I had to grind for this view. Hang on a fucking second. She's wearing socks in the water. Something is horribly wrong with this.
And with sandals. Oh, that's.
Inazuma is a third.
I think they make special socks with the toe in there, right? For some of those sandals. That's a thing in Japan, isn't it? In America, regular socks with sandals is weird, especially if you put them in water. Shame.
World isolationist dictatorship, mostly occupied by catastrophic disasters, both natural and man-made, but mostly man-made. Me and the fellas watching Oppenheimer in the IMAX. Inazuma is also engulfed in a decades-long civil war, resulting in mass unemployment and a refugee crisis. Naturally, this is reflected in the enemy variety, because to visit Inazuma is to be accosted by hundreds of jacked homeless people. Like, these guys just stand in the rain all day. How do the Hilichurls have more shelter than this? It is also a land of many islands, which all act as their own individual insurgencies. So I think this is a great opportunity to educate you as to why you should never visit Inazuma. You know, besides the fucking puzzles. This shit is the work of Satan. Narugami Island is the only place in Inazuma resembling a civilization. The rest is basically just Martin Luther King Boulevard. The only disaster this island has to worry about is the government, and her name is the Raiden Shogun. Kanazuka is the first island to be made uninhabitable by nuclear weapons testing, which then proceeds to leak out of the elephant's foot in an amount so dangerous it makes Chernobyl look like clown college. I mean, I guess there's also the Kujo encampment, but we don't go to the Kujo encampment. Well, that's enough of that. Wait a minute.
Not like the giant murderous dog from the Stephen King movie, right? Cujo? I don't know. This game could use a horror element to it. Well, I guess they had those what did he call them? Did he call Ender Scroll creatures? I'm saying, I'm like mixing up words and things. Anyway, there were monsters. There's an element there. Could be used more. More horror. Yay, horror. Anyhow, let's keep going. I'm rambling.
What the fuck? Yashiori is an absolute nightmare on account of the non-stop lightning storm and slightly imposing giant skull. My favorite activity is going to this place. It limits the land the lightning can strike, so it just fucking whacks you. Looks like another beautiful day in the great land of Inazuma. Of course, I could fix the problem if I wanted to, but when I began the quest to remove the lightning, I was struck by it. I'm gonna take that as a sign from God.
That would be a frustrating element to a game, I would think. My gosh. Yeah, I hope. So I know this is like, you go on like side quests and whatnot. This is what it seems like this game is. But I hope getting struck by lightning like that wouldn't cause you to lose all your progress. That would be really frustrating. That's, yeah. Anyway.
Seirai Island is what happens when Mr. Beast donates 50 megatons of ionizing radiation to families in need. Like, this shit makes Evangelion look like a comedy special. The fact that there aren't even homeless people here probably tells you all you need to know. Surumi Island is a very isolated place, populated for thousands of years by bird-worshipping savages who need their mineral resources exploited. President Biden, please send Raytheon missiles so I can buy Dasani water and Cheetos. I just think it has something to do with the, interdimensional dog. Watatsumi Island is really nice. Like, what the fuck? Does this even count as an island? It's just so beautiful. I sure hope it's not hiding some kind of horrifying dark secret.
Ooh.
Oh, Enkanomiya is fucking Atlantis. You get there by jumping into the giant hole, and it's like, how is this legal? Are the developers okay? This place was once home to a thriving civilization, which collapsed nearly instantly after they discovered TikTok. It also allows me to toggle the powers of the artificial sun, and holy shit, this 5G connection is crazy. Look, I think you've got the idea at this point. As much as I've talked about reactions and children, Genshin Impact at its core is an exploration game, because it makes you explore your sexuality, and that fact alone makes Inazuma one of the best areas. If you don't count the story, please kill me, mommy, I've been a bad boy. And okay, this nation might be lacking in housing, basic infrastructure, and some unbombed land, but honestly, that's just part of the rustic charm. How else do you think this island got a giant crater? Just be glad you don't have to live in Inazuma. It's all fun and games until you piss off the geometry.
Oh my gosh. If you can't tell, I'm enjoying the music in the game so far. I'm assuming it's music from the game, not just added in post for the video, but I'm digging it.
Hi guys, it's me, Goro. Goro. Oh, is that peanut butter?
What the fuck? Alright, for our next stop, we're going to enter the Weed Land. We need to smoke that Zaza and fall unconscious. And to do that, all we have to do is not be stuck in Inazuma. So if you were a fan of our undersea adventure, then don't worry. This glitch is much worse. All we've got to do is, whatever that was. I can't let go of the W button, by the way. Get ready to receive some Holy Spirit. Okay, so we're just going down to we're going to Silent Hill now. Sorry guys, it looks like we're approaching meltdown. Hey, what's up guys? It's me, MaxOr. 1 second guys, my mom's calling me. Hey mom, 1 second, I'm flying to get that Zaza.
What does that mean?
It means I'm low-key in a battle bus.
Sometimes I wish you were normal.
Okay, where are we dropping, boys? Perfect landing. Hey there, my little Genshits. Welcome to the land of Sumeria.
Little what?
Sumeru. Hittite jump.
I missed that.
Hey there, my little Genshits. Welcome to the land of Sumeria.
Just wanna
Sumeru. Hittite
some
jump
clarity on
scare. The only nation in Genshin Impact that can use the internet, mostly for racism. Good to see that nothing's changed. It is also absurdly gigantic. Like, the map screen can't even see all of it. But before we can get into the intricacies of Sumerian society, I have to explain my team. The kindergarten. Nahida is... I can explain. My girl at 10, but she is 10. Nahida is the literal god of knowledge, if you count knowledge as the personal thoughts of every NPC in Sumeru, which she can read. Even when I log into Discord, there's no escaping her. Oh my fucking god, they're still typing it. How many emotes do these people have?
Does watching you count as a hobby?
What?
I've actually been watching you for a long time already.
Excuse me, what? Nilu has a completely hollow
what?
skull. There is nothing happening inside her head. She could not pass an eye exam. Sangonomiya Koka... Wait a minute, I've seen you before. But fellas, I've got something to admit. You see, Kokomi's damage scales on health, her healing scales on health, and yes, even her health scales on health. So naturally, when it came time to build her, I used the wrong stat. It makes the numbers funnier. Yao Yao is very cute and bunny. Her playstyle is chill and relaxing. In fact, you don't even have to play as Yao Yao. You play as her artificial beast given life. It throws vegetables at them. How many people would you kill for Yao Yao is not the right question. The right question is how many people I would allow to live. Personally, I think this team is really good for not having a DPS, and we are going to need it for all the funny and interesting events this game has to offer. Because, dear viewer, I lied to you. The best way to make money is not actually the Weasel minigame. It is participating in temporary event content, which I can only describe as punishment for developers who are too insane. Event content such as Prop Hunt, a game where you disguise yourselves as various household items to escape the wrath of very stupid people. Oh god, I think he's got a whiff. Wow guys, this is just like Genshin Impact.
Yeah, but I don't have to pay to see kids.
You know what, I think it's about time that I show off my my winning strategies. Fellas, I've got a good feeling about this one. All we've got to do is, Yep. Next, you gotta do this. He will never find me this way.
Sometimes you just gotta turn into a barrel, you know?
Does he know? Oh my god, he doesn't know. Wait a second, no. All right, fellas, I got a plan for this map. We're just gonna stand here. He has no clue. I can't. Why is it working like this? I'm sorry, guys. Looking up is really hard. I am torturing this man. You could say that he's among us. We also have event content like the boat minigame. I'm having so much fun with the boat minigame. The Pokemon Tournament arc. What is happening on my screen? Does that man have a fucking gun? The beetle cockfighting. I've always wanted to beat a child. And my personal favorite, Chinese New Year. Because it makes me the most money. Just, don't look up any of the cutscenes.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you too, buzzing by, got no way
What the fuck? You know, Hu Tao, I think you've got some hidden talent. Please keep it hidden. That rap wasn't released. It fucking escaped.
That's a good insult. I think if you got some hidden talent, please keep it hidden. That's a good one. I'm saving that. I'm gonna put it in my back pocket. Save it for later. I'm sure I'll run into someone who deserves it.
Kaya, you gotta watch out, buddy. You're rolling to the ragging too much. Sumeru is an autocratic Orwellian surveillance state with a little hint of apartheid, governed by the worst organization imaginable. University. This nation is the land of knowledge, with most of it being devoted to new, more efficient ways to be racist. And to that end, Sumeru is segregated between two distinct parts, each with their own unique ways to kill you. The forest is a terrifying safari hellscape, where each animal is not only able to kill you, but is evolved to. We've got tigers, cows, crocodiles, robot dinosaur, fungus dinosaur. Welcome to Jurassic Park. And my favorite animal type, poor people. But most importantly, the forest is where the white people live, and they're filling the library with video essays. This is the academia, who control Sumeru by spreading misinformation on the internet. Raiden, the academia doesn't want you to know this, but you can steal ducks from the public park. They're free, Raiden. The desert is a desolate, abandoned wasteland, once home to a thriving civilization. Before the Caucasoids built a giant wall between them. Does anyone else think this is weird? We've got scorpions. We've got scorpiouts. Welcome to Jurassic Hell. We've got the, never mind. So is he gonna, like, okay, and we've got worm demons. But my personal favorite obstacle is definitely the gigantic fuck-off laser. There are, of course, even more enemies, but most of them are just liberal propaganda to make you believe that race mixing is a physical need. And fellas, it's working. But hey, the desert isn't all that bad, as long as you ignore the racist genie quest. Motherfucker graduated from casual to competitive racism.
Alright, later, Max.
What? Wait.
I gotta go AFK real quick.
No, you can't do this to me. Look, the point is, Sumeru is massive, and it's not even done. And also, Liyue isn't done. And also Mondstadt. Yeah. But what Sumeru does have is an actually good story. Like, out of all the things I expected, Harvard building an Evangelion was not one of them.
Shinji! Get the fuck out of the Eva right now!
You can't tell me what to do anymore, Mom. I'm finally inside of another man.
Shinji, what the fuck?
I am the all-knowing God. Jesus Christ, they really made this boss fight. Mobile game, by the way. So whether you're exploring deep in the woods at 4 a.m., finding amazing oases, God, I sure hope nothing whimsical happens. Jesus Christ.
Right now!
You can't tell me what to do anymore, Mom. I'm finally inside of another man.
Shinji, what the fuck?
I am the all-knowing God. Jesus Christ, they really made this boss.
Didn't mean to do that one. I just wanted to get a look at the boss
by
here.
the way.
That's dope. It's alright. I just want to pause to get a better look. That's cool. I don't know why I'm like pausing to think, but he was saying, no, you're playing the boss. I don't know why. Look, what he had said previously, like, I'm finally in the body of another man or something like that, you know? I thought he was saying that he was in that boss, but I don't know why I'm more confused than I should be. I'm confused why I'm confused. That's why I'm like stuttering and not forming complete sentences. Let's keep going, shall we? I think we're almost over.
So whether you're exploring deep in the woods at 4 a.m., finding amazing oases, God, I sure hope nothing whimsical happens here, fighting more minorities, I'm trying to be a police officer, or doing the 8-hour gnome people quest. That is a lot of side quests. There will always be a new surprise in Sumeru, and if future content is even a fraction as good as this, then I'm going to be playing this game for a very long time. Because, you know, I wasn't doing that already. Saito, where are you going? This man is
happening?
fucking tweaking out right now. You know what, guys? Before I go, I want to give you all a fun tip that most Genshin players don't know. The age of consent is 18 years old.
A shoulder for the past, let out the cries.
Okay, I think that's it. So, yeah, well, that does look like a really fun game. I really like the do you still call it animation style? Like, yeah, the visual style of it, that it looks like cartoony animation stuff, but in a video game. I'm sure that's not the first game to do that before, but I'm not super familiar with this style of game, I guess. But looks like a lot of fun. Like was the purpose of the video, a very large world to explore. I like that kind of concept, even though I'm not someone who plays a lot of games. I do of all the videos I've been watching, there are a few that are like long form, but like big universes to explore. And yeah, kind of just role playing games that look like a lot of fun. I don't know how I'm gonna start playing some of these. I really like. I don't know. I don't have a computer, or I have a laptop, but I don't have like a gaming console. I don't have anything. But I'm watching all these videos now, and it makes me want to play video games, and I don't have anything to play them on. So yeah, one of these days, I'll save up and get myself some kind of game console, because this is, yeah, these videos are really fun to watch, and I'm like I've been repeating it. They make me want to play video games, and to keep watching these videos and not have an outlet to then, I don't know, get out my need to play games. It's gonna be torture. So anywho, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for coming along. If you're still here at the end, it's been a long one. But yeah, be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time, all right? You're the patrons.